The night is young, and I predict fireworks before I take my popcorn out of the microwave.
It's my turn. My turn. There is nothing I would rather see than Joe and Karen's relationship going down the tubes.
Don't even think about it. You've got a date. Chris is on the end of your hook, and I don't want him getting away.
Okay, okay.
Just run along, have fun. You know where I'll be.
Yeah, don't steam up that telescope.
Give me a break. The prospect of sending Ramsey down in flames is a lot more interesting to me than watching Karen and my brother play Ozzie and Harriet all night.
Well, now that Chris is buying my inheritance story, it's time to move to phase 2. One look at his contract with Lance, we'll know where all the bodies are buried. We've got Chris exactly where we want him.
Somehow Courtney Canales has managed to come up with a truckload of money.
Not from the inheritance.
Are you sure about that?
I'm positive. She and Neil were both cut out of John Canales' will. They didn't get a dime.
Working awfully hard to bait the hook, Courtney. Question is, what are you trying to catch?
Thank you.
You look ravishing tonight.
You're biased.
Well, who wouldn't be where you're concerned? Let me guess. Judging from that beautiful glow, I'd say that when you disappeared this afternoon, you went straight for the spa.
My glow is from finally being where I wanted to be all day long. Here with you. My afternoon, on the other hand, was spent gabbing with Lucy.
No wonder my ears were burning.
Oh, were they?
I assume all you did was discuss me.
Oh, sure. That's all women have to do when they get together is discuss their menfolk.
Well, that's my point exactly.
How sexist. Thought I had you trained better than that.
I was hoping for a bit more hands-on instruction.
You've come to the right place, baby.
Good evening.
Thank you.
Shall I bring the champagne, Dr. Ramsey?
That would be fine, thank you.
You always deliver.
Well, would you have it any other way?
No. No, I wouldn't. So, are we celebrating something?
It's not every day I get to take out a woman who's come into a large inheritance.
Well, definitely not an everyday occurrence for this little woman.
Well, money definitely agrees with you.
That much money would agree with just about anybody.
So, tell me everything.
About...
Well, courtesy dictates that we skip the unfortunate circumstances surrounding your ex-husband's death, but I would just love to hear about his family. I mean, the Canaleses were very powerful people. What was it like to run in that kind of a circle?
Well, as you can imagine, the Canales clan is very private. There's really not much to tell.
Well, their son John must have cared for you a great deal. And you were divorced, and yet he left you a fortune.
Bless his heart. Even though Neil was not his natural son, John treated him like he was. He wanted to make sure Neil was taken care of for the rest of his life, and he was beyond decent. I will always, always be grateful for that.
Well, obviously, he was looking out for you as well.
Well, what can I say? I'm a lucky lady. Thank Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Gotta tell you, Courtney, you're one of the most interesting women I've met in a long, long time. You're fascinating and challenging. Just what I've always wanted.
Well, it looks like you've met your perfect match.
Here's to peas in a pod.
Of all the places the man could be eating,
Maybe we should invite him over.
don't you dare.
Well, why not? I mean, he knows you. I know you.
Matt, stop teasing.
Well, and old boyfriends are full of information.
Will you stop? We spent one day together that hardly qualifies Sebastian as an old boyfriend.
Well, that's what I thought. But every time you look over there, you look away, you look back, you look away. It's like watching a tennis match.
I am not looking over there. I am not looking away. I am simply trying to have my dinner.
Well, methinks the lady don't protest too much.
You're loving this, aren't you? You're just having a ball.
It's a good thing you've got a sympathetic ear on this end of the table. You know, it happens all the time. You're with someone and then boom, your past comes bursting into the dining room out of nowhere. I've been there.
Oh, really? When was this?
Well, all my life. I mean, you realize that I've had a long line of slinky women in my past, Ellen? Let's not go there, though.
Oh, no, let's.
Well, if you insist. Back in my day on the Junior Downhill Cup circuit, there were ski bunnies, ski instructors, ski lifts. Ellen is amused. Don't laugh. I was the man. Aspen, Vale, Jackson Hole. There wasn't a ski town in America that hadn't heard of Mad Dog.
Mad Dog?
Yeah. I mean, it all ended once Jennifer Asante and I got together, but man, things were never quite the same after that.
The Jennifer Asante? The movie star.
Well, I don't like to drop names, but yeah.
Ooh, yeah, right. Okay, no more rice milk for you tonight, okay?
Hey, me and Jenny. Steamy. Yeah, but let's not get into it.
Ooh, my boyfriend dated Jennifer Asante. Practically makes me a movie star.
Oh, Ellen, you just don't understand. It's a sad story. Show business changes people. And not for the better, let me tell you.
Oh, you and Jennifer just weren't meant to be.
No, unfortunately not. Medicine is my mistress. I hear she's still single, though. I should call her. Maybe she'll come to town, hook her up with Sebastian over there. The four of us can have a double date.
Ah, your past meets mine.
Sound like a plan?
No. I think we're stuck with each other.
That's music to my ears.
Come on, Joan. You consume every article published in pediatrics. You're brilliant. You are. Anybody else would have waited till they got the lab results back or the spinal tap results before they even made a move.
Well, I knew ceftriaxone would work. I mean, it's a big gun.
And why did you know that? Because you are interested in pediatrics more than anything else. Admit it, you love kids.
Guilty as charged. What is that?
This is the 12-week wedding planning survival guide. I ordered it, so you can take your pick. You can look at the wedding book or the pills.
Pass the book.
Whoa. This phone bill is over $200. Yeah.
Ken, this thing is full of 900 numbers.
Joe, you should have known better than to make all those dirty sex calls. That could ruin a relationship.
There's no way these calls came from this phone.
These calls were all made on the same day.
And you and I were both in and out that whole day. You know what, maybe Alice sent up a repairman to fix something and he decided to make a few calls.
That's gross. I'm gonna call Alice and find out.
Hi, Alice. This is Karen. Listen, have you had any repairmen up to my apartment recently?
Our apartment.
You haven't? Oh. No, everything's fine. It's just a phone bill discrepancy. It's okay. Okay, thanks. Bye. She hasn't had anyone up here in 2 months, she said.
Who are you calling now?
I'm gonna see who we're supposed to be calling.
What's wrong?
This is Tiffany. I've been waiting for you to call. Ooh, are you ready for some action? Because I am. Can you guess what I'm wearing? To find out, press 1.
Stop it, Joan!
Someone's been a very bad boy, Karen.
I'm calling the phone company.
All right, we'll see at least if they'll take those charges off the bill.
Hello, I was charged with some 900 numbers to my bill that I did not make. 555-0122. Yes. But no one here made those calls. Well, can you at least block 900 numbers from now on? Thank you. Stuck with the charges.
Great. So the phone company is as helpful as usual. Look, why don't we just forget this? Why don't I just pay the bill?
But why should you pay the bill when neither one of us made those calls?
Because I doubt whoever made those calls is going to be sending us a check.
Finding $100 worth of sex chat on the phone bill, Karen. That's a sign someone has a serious problem.
Yes, sir. I understand. So when I go over to fix that leak in your bathroom, Alice is hovering. She's grading my plumbing skills.
She has a habit of doing that whenever anyone is fixing anything. Oh, it used to drive us crazy. You know, my dad used to call her Backseat Alice.
Yeah. I mean, she keeps saying lefty loosey, righty tighty. I said, Alice, what do you think? I don't know how to use a wrench? Still watching the tennis match over there?
No, Sebastian alert at 3 o'clock.
Sebastian, our new best friend. You seem to be everywhere these days.
Well, Port Charles is a small town.
Yeah. Did you enjoy your dinner?
It was excellent. Yours?
Oh, they're good. Terrific vegetarian grill. And Ellen always orders the salmon.
Is that right?
That's very good.
Ah. Well, you two look like you're ready for dessert.
Well, we haven't decided yet.
So many choices, so little time. Waiter?
Well, that's very impressive, but I think you've got the wrong table.
In my hometown of New Orleans, we're famous for 2 things. Mardi Gras and bananas Foster from Brennan's restaurant. Now, I don't know when you two are going to make it over there, so I thought I would bring a piece of the Big Easy to you.
So you ordered this for us?
Was that presumptuous of me?
Well, let's say it was unexpected. Would you like to join us for coffee?
Thank you, no. Enjoy.
Thanks.
You know, I have a major fantasy about what I'd like to do when I get some time off.
Well, you're the king of the hill now. After the last deal, you could do whatever you wanted.
That's true. But indulge me. Greece. I want to go hit every spot in your old stomping grounds.
Sure. I could tell you some nice places to visit.
Great. How's the exchange rate? Is it favorable?
You know, I really don't know what the drachma's doing these days.
You should find out. Bring it up to your banker tomorrow. I mean, your inheritance must have come out of a Greek bank. Aren't you curious about what you made on the dollar?
There was so much money, I figured why nitpick?
Well, let's see. It must have been either drachmas or eurodollars. Any idea?
Euro dollars, I think, yeah.
No, that couldn't be right. Greece didn't qualify for the eurodollar.
Well, however the money came, I only know that I like spending it.
Well, spending money can be an art form in itself.
and I'm becoming a master. So, Chris, you're no stranger to high finance. How do you keep track of it all?
I already told you. I like banks.
So are you doing that online banking thing that everybody's talking about?
Yeah, it's the best way to keep track of everything. You know, I have a couple programs that I use.
Good. Then you're the perfect person to ask this question.
Shoot.
Well, since Joe's moved out of the Scanlon house, I thought I'd turn his old room into a home office, but I don't know where to start, and I know you probably have figured this sort of thing out. Any hints?
Well, I just set aside a corner of my apartment to tax write-off.
See, I told you. Do you think I could check out your setup? I mean, I don't want to impose, but you've been very helpful.
It's not much to look at, but I'd be happy to show it to you.
No time like the present.
A nightcap?
Get the check.
Wait a minute. You're the one with the large inheritance.
Well, you don't watch every penny. Your money could disappear in a heartbeat.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the Bananas Foster. It's just the guy who brought it to our table is starting to bug me.
No, Sebastian is just trying to impress us. His sending over the dessert, a friendly gesture. That's all. Nothing more.
He's starting to cross the line with this let's be friends stuff.
Well, nobody wants to be friends, least of all me.
Maybe the cosmic forces weren't pulling our strings. But you can't look me in the eyes and tell me when you had dinner the other night that you didn't feel the same connection that we both felt 10 years ago in New Orleans.
Ellen, you were zoning out. Where'd you go?
Oh, I think a long day is finally catching up with me, that's all.
You want to hear my idea for a perfect way to end it?
Mm-hmm.
Flannel sheets, big down comforter.
Sounds heavenly.
I'll put a mint on your pillow, okay?
What was that for?
Oh, I've never kissed a Greek heiress before.
And since when am I Greek?
Since you inherited a Greek fortune.
Oh. So, in that kiss, did you taste drachmas or euro dollars?
Well, like you said, money is money.
So, is that the nerve center of the Ramsey Empire?
Humble as it may seem, it works.
Oh, look at all this paperwork to file. Do you have some sort of system?
Well, I keep a shredder handy for things I don't need. Everything else has its place.
Sounds simple.
I prefer simplicity. Except, of course, when it comes to women.
Well, you are the first man I have ever heard say that.
Oh, complicated women are so much more interesting. There's so much to discover about them.
I'm sorry, but I really think you'll be disappointed. I don't have anything to hide.
No, I doubt that.
So can you put the phone by the bed?
What for?
So I can call a 900 number to get in the mood?
Better not. Besides, the phone company has blocked all the 900 numbers from now on.
Oh, thanks a lot. Karen, you know, you're destroying a perfectly good marital aid.
Oh, yeah? Try this for marital aid.
That's good. Now, can I have the phone?
Joe.
Just for 5 minutes.
It is the phone or it's me.
Karen, phone. Karen, phone.
Karen,
I'm thinking.
Stop that! Yeah, I'm gonna get you.
Does that magazine come in a brown wrapper? Good. I'll take a full subscription. Uh-huh. 650 Oakhurst Road, Port Charles, New York, 16543. Joseph P. Scanlon. Right. Okay. Thank you. It took years for Big Brother to make you who you are, Dr. Joe. It's about to unmake you in half the time.
Tomorrow on Good Morning America, the two kings of the ring, Evander Holyfield and Lennox Lewis, spar before their sold-out bout. Plus, Chef Emeril Lagasse knocks out some gumbo. That's tomorrow on Good Morning America.